I will begin my daily sermon today with a story, and there is an ancient Scottish legend that tells the story of a shepherd boy tending a few sheep on the side of the mountain. And one day, as he cared for his sheep, he saw at his feet a really beautiful flower, one that was more beautiful than any he had ever seen in his life. He knelt down upon his knees and scooped the flower in his hands and held it close to his eyes, drinking in its beauty. As he held the flower close, suddenly he heard a noise, a voice, and looked up, and before him was a great stone mountain opening up right before his eyes. And as the sun began to shine on the inside of the mountain, he saw the sprinkling of the beautiful gems and so many precious metals that it contained. You can imagine it. There is gold and silver and diamond too. And with the flower in his hand, he walked inside. Laying the flower down, he began to gather all the gold, silver and diamond, everything in his arms. And finally, with all that his arms could carry, he turned and began to walk out of the great cavern. And suddenly, a voice said to him, "Don't forget the best." So, thinking that perhaps he had overlooked some choice piece of treasure, he went back and he picked up additional treasure. And no, you can imagine, now with his arms literally overwhelming with wealth, he turned to walk out of the great mountain's fold. Again, the voice said to him, "Don't forget the best." And by this time, his arms were filled and walked out. And suddenly, the precious metals and stones turned to dust. Wow. And looked around just in time to see the great stone mountain closing its doors. Just then the voice spoke once more again to him at the last time, "You forgot the best, because the beautiful flower that you put down is actually the key to get inside and to get out from there." What a pity, but that happened in that story, of course. My dear friends, what Jesus says about John the Baptist in today's gospel is high praise indeed. Of all the children born of women, greater than John the Baptist has never been born. So John is deserving of such praise because, as Jesus says in that reading, he's the prophet whose coming of all the Jewish scriptures look forward to. He is the Elijah figure who, it was believed, would immediately, I said once more again, immediately precede the coming of Messiah. Yet, having praised John the Baptist for his unique status, Jesus goes on to make a unique and remarkable statement. And what is it? The least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he is. John had been beheaded before he could really hear and respond to Jesus' preaching about the kingdom of God. However, there is a person who is more important and even most precious than anyone in this world, even than John the Baptist. And what is the message from today's gospel? I think like this. Jesus compares between John the Baptist and the least one in the kingdom of God. And Jesus says in today's gospel, John the Baptist is